Hello, world, and welcome to FunkShopTV. I'm your host, Biggz.
Exciting.
To my left, we have Mr. Shawn Rainey, the producer with the most.
What do I have the most of?
I don't know, man. You know, like people say the ghost with the most type stuff. I just said producer with the most because if I don't have to rhyme, because Tyga and YG don't have to rhyme, so I don't have to rhyme.
Okay, fair enough.
And they get paid millions.
And our guest for this episode, what are we? This is like episode 7.
Yeah, episode 7.
Episode 7. You got lucky number 7.
I love it. 7.
Andrew Putty, ladies and gentlemen.
Pleasure.
Am I supposed to call you Andrew or supposed to call you Andy? Am I supposed to call you Putz? How do you want me to refer to you?
Putty putt.
Peanuts?
Just call me Putty.
Putty. Like silly putty.
No, like Putty.
Well, it's like
Cuddy
silly.
Putty. Or Pud.
Can you bring him up a little bit,
Yeah.
producer Shawn?
I don't want to be turned down, bro.
You don't want to turn down for what?
Yeah, no.
So on this episode, we're just gonna talk shit like we usually do. We don't really know what to talk about because I've been trying to get people to give us topics, and all they really want to hear about is Andrew Putty. Sorry, Putty. All they want to hear about is Putty's rap career.
It was a flick.
So your brother, shouts out to your brother, by the way. He's a cool dude, man. He's a really cool dude. I don't know what happened to you.
I don't know either.
But he specifically said, ask him about his rap career. I understand you were a rapper at one time.
At about 12.
He said 14, but 12, 14, whatever.
12 to 14.
We're just going to say 13. It's right in the middle.
Perfect.
What was your rap name?
I didn't really have one.
No, you did. He wouldn't have said, ask him what his rap name was if you didn't have one. What was your rap name?
My brother gave me Ruff Ruff.
Ruff Ruff?
Yes.
That sounds like a character from Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah, something weird like that.
Or some Japanese animation. Ruff Ruff. Ruff Ruff.
But we were all 13.
Okay. What was your rap group called?
It wasn't my group, per se.
The group that you were in?
It was all my best friends, and it was Little Riders.
Little Riders?
Yes.
So you were Ruff Ruff of the Little Riders.
Correct.
So it wasn't like Ruff Ruff
No.
of the Rough Riders.
No. It was Little Riders.
Ruff Ruff of the Little Riders.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys have shirts that you like airbrushed and stuff?
No, because it wasn't around the Clark County Fair time.
I know a lot of people that were doing airbrush before Clark County Fair.
Didn't last that long.
Okay. You guys never put out any hit singles or anything?
I didn't. They did.
Oh.
Yes.
So they became like successful after you were no longer part of the group?
I was never a part of it. I was around with them,
Shawn,
but it was basketball.
you've been involved in the rap game around here for a while.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the Little Riders?
No.
That's what it was, right? Little Riders?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not Little Rascals. It's Little,
No.
you were Ruff Ruff.
It reminds me of Little Rascals with like one of those little red wagons, you know? Like,
Okay.
Like he's pulling the red wagon and all the rest of them are in the back jumping around doing a little stage show, but
There you go.
on the wagon.
I was the hype man.
Ruff Ruff, the hype man of the Little Riders.
Yeah.
And the Little Riders actually put out some hit singles?
They had a couple songs, yeah.
The people were actually bumping and stuff?
Our little group, yeah. And then at Z Dances, they played it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How come it happened after you were no longer a part of the Little Riders?
I was never a part of it, but it happened during the time,
Oh, okay.
and it was 3 of the 4 people that were in it.
So you're just kind of on the sidelines?
Yeah.
I really hope your brother watches this episode and comments with all of the bullshit you're spitting right now and says, no, he was like front man and he wrote the Ghost Rhyme. He was a Ghost
it
Rider.
was, shout outs to Nick Barnes. He was the front man of it. Anthony Roach.
He's
he was
calling
a-
out names like first and last.
He was a part of it. It's all my boys.
All right.
Eric Dixon. He was a part of it. And Ryan Razor.
Okay. They were all the Little Riders.
Little Riders.
I keep wanting to say Rough Riders because I'm getting Ruff Ruff and Little Riders mixed up. Ruff Ruff. I'm going to call you Ruff Ruff from
And
now
that was
on.
back in the day when us at Y East, we had our little fits.
I got to make myself a note so I can remember to call you Ruff Ruff.
I'm going to call you Lil Biggz.
There's nothing little about this right here.
Yeah, there is.
Really? Go ahead. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Say it.
Nah.
All right. Usually we go into like, Shawn, how was your week? And Ruff Ruff, how was your week? And Biggz, how was your week? We're not going to talk about how our weeks have been because they've been kind of crappy. Except you. You can talk. You get to go on vacation tomorrow. Where are you headed?
I'm going to Palm Springs, California.
You going to get some sun, Ruff Ruff?
Yep, 104 degrees worth of sun.
What are you going to Palm Springs for?
A little family vacation.
Out of everywhere for a family vacation, you picked Palm Springs. You have family there?
I didn't pick it.
You have family there?
No.
You don't have family in Palm... Have you been to Palm Springs before?
No.
You don't go to Palm Springs unless you have family there or you're old.
We are going with older family.
Okay. Have you been to Palm Springs?
Cannot say that I have.
A buddy, one of the guys
Have
that
you
used
been
to
to
be...
Palm Springs?
Yes, a few times. But
You
I was
have
there.
family
I was there for a radio convention.
Okay.
Like, it's far enough from L.A. that the gangbangers that don't create problems can go there without, they don't have to worry about the place getting shot up. Actually, there were a couple rough times when they had radio conventions. But I was there for, I was there with Interscope Records the first time I was there, and we were doing a radio convention, and Eve was there. So I got to hang out with Eve, and we did like an album listening party thing. So that was cool. But outside of the hotel, there's nothing but desert and golf course.
Golfing's not bad.
Golfing's not bad.
I can't do it, man. I'm left-handed.
They do make left-handed.
I know they do, but when you go to rent left-handed clubs, they're always
it's double
crappy.
price.
You gotta buy your own clubs.
Why am I going to buy clubs for something that I don't even know if I like?
You can always sell them.
You test drive a car before you drive it, right?
True.
No.
I don't know where you go, but I do.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Right.
Just be an argument.
You test
Here's
drive-
a car. Bye.
Well, that's the color I want. So give me the keys, and I'll give you the money, and we'll go.
Go sell them if you don't like them. Just saying.
Or just test drive it before you buy it.
You just said you can't find good clubs.
Right. That's why I don't golf.
So buy clubs. If you don't like them,
I-
sell them.
Then it's half price.
Buy them
You don't
used.
get your money back.
I have no interest in
Just saying.
golf.
It's a poor excuse.
A DJ golfer.
A fat DJ golfer. Have you ever seen somebody my size be good at golf?
Doesn't matter if you're good or not. It's not about how good you are.
For me, I don't do things unless I'm good at it.
You can drink while you're out on the course.
How often do I drink?
Okay, you can eat.
Could you imagine?
This
him
is
in a golf
episode
cart?
7, and I've drank on one of them.
Could you imagine him in a golf cart?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Listen here, Ruff Ruff.
What's up, little Biggz?
Do you golf?
I've been one time.
How come only once? You didn't like it?
I've just never gone.
It doesn't. There's nothing appealing
It's
to
not
it.
amusing to me.
Yeah, there's nothing appealing to me at all.
But if I got
I
invited
enjoy
to
it.
go, I'd probably do it.
Anytime anyone asks me to go out golfing, I love going.
Really?
Yeah, I own a couple of sets of golf clubs.
You own everything, dude.
No, I don't.
No, I mean,
wish I
like,
did.
you were prepared. You're the jack off of all trades.
It's true.
You're prepared for any situation. Like, if I said, "Hey, I got Michael Jordan coming into town and he wants to go golfing with me," Shawn, you want to go? You'd be like, "Oh, I have 4 sets of clubs."
You probably have
I've been golfing for years.
I have. I started golfing when I was.
He's got
toddler.
javelins in his garage
I do.
because he was
I
a
threw
javelin master in high school.
It's pretty fun.
Do you have any hobbies that you really don't tell people? Never, you don't have to tell them. Do you have hobbies?
Not really.
Yeah.
Just do nothing.
Pretty much, I just work, hang out with some friends.
And be a husband.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good.
I'm really good at
Good.
that.
How many kids do you have?
None
Yet?
yet.
Maybe in Palm Springs you should make one.
No, I'm gonna try.
If you don't, I'm gonna, because your wife is cute.
She is. She's very attractive.
Shouts out. Shouts out, wifey. She's gonna watch this, huh? She's gonna be like, "Oh man, you know what? I liked Biggz until I saw him on that."
Until he winked at me.
Yeah.
It happens.
So, we are gonna do our typical modern music is literature in this episode. We're gonna talk about some trending topics. First, shouts out to Sausage Shack, the best place to get bacon wrapped corn dogs and bacon wrapped pretzels and bacon wrapped chicken wings and the best hot dogs in Portland.
Bacon everything.
Bacon everything.
Bacon.
Could you write a rap about bacon wrapped?
I'm sure somebody could.
No, I mean,
I
can Ruff Ruff
did.
write a rap?
No.
I am not surprised. I'm not
I never put
surprised.
it out or recorded it, but I wrote it.
Your life revolves around bacon. Shouts out to Sea Hag. We're going out there June 7th for a foam party. There was CJ Ferris is in the audience, hanging out with us. Hi, CJ.
Hi.
That sounded
What's up,
very
Corey?
flamboyant. I can't say homosexual or gay because that's hate
That's hate.
words.
Especially,
so flamboyant.
especially what's going around.
Hey,
Flamboyant.
that's not very nice.
Descriptive.
Like a couple of episodes ago, we had one of the members, actual cast members of FunkShopTV, and we decided that since every race can say nigga except white people, because it happens, you go, what's up, my nigga? I hear people say it all the time, but when white people say it, they get in trouble for it. So we call him my Tana. So my Tana CJ is in the room. What up, my Tana?
Nilla. You wanna say Nilla?
Nilla's too close. I don't want to say ninja because I am part Japanese and that's offensive to me. No matter what you say, somebody is going to be
Somebody's
offended.
offended.
Somebody's offended.
So what was
And I'm happy when somebody's offended.
Yeah, we don't want that.
My ninja?
No, what do
We
you
want people to watch
My
it.
Tana.
Tana?
Because we're all kind of different shades of tan. Nobody is
There you
really
go.
white.
Tana.
My Tana, my Tana. My
Sounds
Tana.
like you're saying Tanner.
Well, see, if you say tanner, then you're being racially segregational.
Cause
You don't put at the end of the N-bomb.
I know people named Tanner.
But well, I know people that think there's people named N-bomb. You know, I'm not going to say it. Now, do you think
You might get fined.
if you're reading lyrics or reading a book and the word is there, are you not supposed to read it out loud? Society's changing rules like
Exactly,
way
yeah.
faster paced than ever before.
Fuck society. Sorry.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you there.
Well,
but
reading a book, I typically read it in my head.
when you're a public figure, you still have to be socially acceptable.
To a point. Depends on who you are, but
Well,
yeah, to a point.
If you're Donald Sterling, you get in trouble for stating your opinion in your own house. You get your basketball team taken away and fined
Instantly.
$2.5 million. So, what do you think about that?
They went a little far, but it had to be done, I guess.
So, it's justified? You think he should have gotten his basketball team taken away?
They haven't taken it away.
Well, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
There are players that are saying we need to unite and create an all black basketball league if
What
they
happened?
don't.
I didn't even know. I don't even know what happened.
Donald Sterling was recorded in his house talking to his girlfriend who is Asian and black. And he made a comment like something to the effect of, I don't want black people coming and seeing my basketball
What it
games.
was
He's
is-
the owner of the Clippers.
What it was is she took a picture with Magic Johnson. And then he said that that's not okay with you posting it on Instagram.
Okay. I didn't even know that. I was watching ESPN and all they're talking about was the fact that
And he said he doesn't want her posting pictures doing stuff like that out in public.
Sucks for him.
well, it really sucks for him now. Like I listened to some of it, and in it he says, "Yeah, I know there's black people on my team. I put food on their plates, and I give them cars to drive, and I give them houses to live in." He owns the Clippers.
Yeah.
But because it was racially motivated statements that he made, the TMZ got a hold of it and they put it out there, and the commissioner of the NBA,
They obviously take it too far, too.
yeah, they fined him
commissioner of
$2.5 million was his fine.
Which is the max.
Now, granted, he bought the team for something like
I mean, it was like 6.6 million.
6.6 million, and now it's worth 60. So when he's going to be forced to sell, he's still going to make a whole lot of money off the team.
I don't think he's going to be forced to sell it, but he's not going to want to be a part of it. It's basically
No, it sounds like he's going to be forced to sell. What they're doing is all of the owners of NBA teams are going to have a vote. And if they get 2/3 vote in favor of him not being allowed to own a team, he has to sell.
No, I'm not. I mean, I agree. I don't agree with his opinion, obviously, but Who gives a shit?
No, I agree.
What's your right to say that he should lose his job or lose his shit because of some thought that's
Lose
in his
his
head?
business.
Exactly.
Everybody's got their own
Nobody
opinions.
should say that.
You know, and if he said,
This is why I
Find
stopped
him,
watching
that's
them.
okay.
That's why I stopped watching them.
if he said, find me more white basketball players to put on my team, or I'm going to pay the white players more than the black players, then yes, there should be repercussions. But if he is stating his own opinion under his own roof in his own house,
Yeah, exactly.
you know, how many times have you heard somebody say Asian people are bad drivers? CJ, are you leaving?
Yeah, I'm gonna go home.
Oh,
I'm having people come over right now.
okay.
Run a little bonfire. Feel free to stop by.
So we're having an after party at CJ's house. Naked girls?
Want to invite
At CJ's house. It's going to be more dudes than girls. So
Always.
them? Whoa, that was just rude.
It's not rude. It's true.
back to the topic.
Only you.
Okay. Okay. People say that Asian people are bad drivers all the time. Now, this isn't a diss on Asians. I am part Asian, and I'm proud of it. My grandmother was born in Okinawa. So
I say the same thing. I'm not gonna lie.
So if you were in your own house and somebody recorded you saying, I own a car, but I don't want an Asian person driving my car, does that mean your car should be taken away?
Fuck no. I'd be like, go for it.
Isn't that kind of, I know we're watering it down, and I'm sure some people are going to be upset at the fact that we're even talking about it in this context, but I don't think anybody should be rallying to have an all-black basketball league.
Fuck no. Hell no. I mean, but you can have your own opinion.
These guys are being paid more money than the average American is going to see their entire lifetime in one season. Do your job. You're good at it. That's why you're on the team. And if he was really that racially prejudiced, I don't think he would have bought the team in the first place.
Exactly.
Sure, he made a lot of money off of it, and it was a
And
business
especially
move.
in LA.
Right. I think it's just ridiculous. It's not fair. I feel bad for the guy. I think he's an idiot because of his opinion, but
You know.
chances are it's his programming. He probably had a grandfather that was raised in the South, and his grandfather, when he was a little kid, he grew up, you know, hearing all the racial slurs, and that's the way he was programmed and the ways he was brought up. We can't fault people for that.
Exactly.
I know when I watched Rocky and Bullwinkle when I was a kid. Yeah, I'm old.
I never heard of him.
But Boris was the enemy in Rocky and Bullwinkle. So anytime I saw a hammer and sickle, it created hatred for Russian people.
Yeah.
Now I've had to force myself to realize my skin color doesn't matter. The color of our blood is the same. So it's not about who you are, what nationality you are. I'm all about coexisting.
Yeah, but when you were a kid, I mean, I know a lot of kids growing up in America for at least our age or so, or even older, kind of grew up during the Cold War or just after it. So we all had this prejudice against Russians.
Well, and
because
it was programmed in us.
Programmed in us. But one thing, though, I wanted to state is that everybody... I want to protect the rights. I want to see protect the rights of everybody's opinion, whether it's the Ku Klux Klan or any fucking group, whatever their fucking group is or whatever they believe, as long as they're not harming people. Once they start harming other people, that crosses the line.
Right.
But if you don't want to hang out with white people, you don't want to hang out with black people, you don't want to hang out with Jews, you don't want to hang out with whatever, who gives a fuck? Just hang out. Just do your thing, but don't go after other people is what I'm saying.
And when somebody there's so many people that are part of a certain core group. There's black guys that think they're elitist because they're black, and white people are afraid of them. They're intimidated by them.
Yeah.
There's women that think that they're superior. Why aren't we taking away their things? If a woman thinks she's better than a man, or she deserves special treatment because women were persecuted for so many years in this country, why can't we take away their things when they say, oh, I do dishes better than a man does? You know what? I'm going to take all your dishes away, bitch.
You ain't doing dishes now.
And you ain't doing dishes now.
I don't think you're going to do that.
No, probably not. And I won't call her bitch either. But
You don't like that word.
I don't like that word. I really don't like that word.
You said it a lot tonight.
No, I've only said it once tonight.
Seems like more.
I might have to count, but I will.
On the show, only once. Definitely only once.
Okay.
That was the first time. So, God, quit bitching at me. See, that's different. I'm not calling anybody bitch. I'm saying bitching. I'm using it in the sense that complaining.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling it.
derogatory.
To me, bitch, when you call somebody a bitch, that's more coward than anything else. And I don't like calling anybody else a coward. I don't like it being treated like I'm one. You know,
So
respect.
you're starting your phone every time you bang it. You have to bang it on the table.
No, it slipped out of my hand.
Okay, it looks like you're banging it on the table to start it.
Yeah. So, Donald Sterling, you're a dumb fuck. You're an asshole. Just for being a narrow-minded bigot, but you're still entitled to do that under your own roof. You bought your house. You can say whatever the fuck you want in your house as long as it's not impeding on other people's rights.
Exactly.
So for somebody to step in and professional athletes now to me look like the biggest crybabies. And I'm going to move to someplace in the woods and I'm not going to tell anybody where I live because they're probably going to come after me now. But
A lot of them are. They're definitely.
I think it's punk.
Well, just because I make a bunch of money, you have to treat me special. No, motherfucker, we're the one that pay you.
Right. Or if somebody thinks, well, my great grandfather was owned by a guy named Jackson and he had to pick cotton and he's on a plantation, so all white people owe me something now. It's 2014. When are we going to coexist?
Get over your fucking self.
When are we going to coexist? When are we going to all get along? I don't think
Who
I'm
knows?
superior to anybody, but I'm not inferior either.
Probably gonna take another world war for something,
Or a civil war.
something catastrophic for something to massively change. I think, unfortunately,
Man,
Probably.
maybe get invaded by aliens. I don't know.
man, oh man.
It's 2014.
It's 2014.
It is.
Not,
Live
not
in the now.
1904.
Exactly. Shout out to Helium Hookah Lounge.
Yeah, definitely.
Every time
Definitely.
I do a shout out and I stop, you can interject and talk about it. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely.
Definitely.
Why don't you tell us about what is Helium Hookah Lounge all about,
I'm gonna have
Shawn?
to go check that place out.
You haven't been there yet?
No,
That's cool,
I've,
man.
I've heard a lot of good
Yeah.
things about it though.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
It is. It gets crazy after 2 a.m. on the weekends.
Isn't it open till like 5?
4.
4.
Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday till 4. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday
Yeah,
till
they
2,
just
and
expanded
Sunday
now,
till midnight.
Now Thursday till 4 too, huh?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. As long as
And it's
the
like a juice bar, right?
Well, yeah. In Washington State, Oregon State, you cannot have anything where you allow any type of smoking and alcohol in the same premise, unless
I
it's a
didn't know
private establishment. Has to be an absolutely private club. If you're open to the public, you cannot. It's against the law. So they cannot have alcoholic beverages because it's a smoke shop.
Oh, okay.
And not a weed smoke shop, just hookah, and they do vape pens there, and you can get Rockstar and snacks. But
e-cigs too, right? I
Yeah.
think? Yeah.
yeah,
And then,
they got a DJ playing in there on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's
Yeah.
cool. I like it because I hate it when people drive drunk. So it gives them
And it's a good
if
way
it
for
gives
them
them
to
an
sober
option,
up.
right? If it gives them something to do before they get in their car and drive home.
And it's right down the road from Asylum, correct?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
people walk from Asylum, people walk from Q, Top Shelf,
So it's walking
all the
distance,
cool
you gotta
bars
worry about it.
downtown Vancouver. Yeah. Yeah, you just walk over there and hang out for a while. It's worth it.
Yeah. Gets packed. You have to wait outside
Yeah.
till there's room inside. So
Yep.
it's a busy place. It's cool hangout spot.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think what the hookahs are $12 for.
I think so.
$12 and then you $5 refills.
Something like that. I don't
Something like that.
I don't really pay attention. I like to go and socialize.
Yeah.
Assist with security and point out the bad people. Keep an eye on that guy. That guy's a troublemaker. If Ruff Ruff came in there and be like, yo, put him in the corner
Yep.
Yeah.
because he farts a lot.
I don't do none of that.
You don't fart.
Not in public.
Oh, you're a girl now?
No, hell no.
Girls say they don't fart, but we know damn well they do.
I'll fire it. I don't give a fuck.
He plugs it up in public.
He just won't fart in public.
No.
What if you have to?
Then I have to.
You just hold it?
Or just walk away.
You just let one rip and then walk to a different part of the room?
Yep.
See, I'll at least go outside.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I'll walk away, do it, and come back.
Go in the bathroom.
There you go.
Yeah. But that's still
You
in
don't-
public.
you don't
So
do-
you still do
Yeah.
you do it in
I'm
public.
not saying like next to like a group of people, unless I don't like them.
Right.
and then I might.
We're gonna move this over this way
All right.
because you keep looking this way, so we're gonna aim it this way.
Well, we're all talking over here.
I know. I just want to be able to. People need to hear your lovely voice, Ruff Ruff.
Got some bass in it. Huh?
It's Ruff Ruff, right? Ruff Ruff or Riff?
Putty.
Riff Raff.
Putty.
Riff, not Riff Raff. Definitely.
Pud.
I would like to have Riff Raff on the show. I would love to have a conversation with Riff Raff. That would be an interesting conversation. And I would just talk about the most randomest stuff in the world just because. You know who Riff Raff is?
I've heard of him.
Oh, my Atlanta. Look him up.
I will.
You got to look him up.
Who-
He's
who's-
talented, man. He's cool.
Who's on next week? I don't even know.
Riff Raff.
I wish. I would love to get Riff Raff on the show. Next week, we have At Ease and Amy Sanders. Amy's nervous. Don't be nervous, Amy. See, we just kick it and we just talk.
Amy Sanders.
We're not really
Who is
putting
Amy
anybody on
Sanders?
blast by first and last name. We'll have
I'm
a
giving
blast.
shout outs to my boys.
We'll have a blast session in a minute. Amy hangs out at all the clubs downtown Vancouver.
Oh, okay.
She's been around for a long time.
I probably recognize
She's cool
her.
people, man.
Have I met her before?
You definitely. She goes into Helium almost every Friday and Saturday, so you would recognize her. You'll recognize her when you see her.
All right.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, you're the dick at the door."
I know, right?
So,
Like, nope, $5.
yeah, yeah. So, what else is new? I mean, you were excited to come on the show. You're like, "Yeah, put me in the schedule," and now you're like, "What am I gonna talk about?" He was nervous because he's like, "I'm not a comedian, and I'm not a celebrity, and I'm not a rapper, so I don't have anything to talk about."
Exactly.
How much time? How much time have we gotten into so far?
We're about 30 minutes.
See, we've been sitting here for a half hour already, and we've had nothing but talk about.
That's good.
You're married, so I can't ask you what girls you. If you could trade your wife for anybody in the world, who would it be?
Jessica Alba.
Does she know this?
Yep.
Does your wife know this?
Yep.
Okay.
But and Jessica knows it too.
No, Jessica don't know.
Oh, now she does.
Yeah.
We're gonna tag her in it.
Yeah, now she does.
Yep.
She's gonna be like, just add him to the list.
I'm gonna be way down here though.
Yeah.
Underneath the advertisement.
Yeah.
What about you, Sean?
Who would I trade my wife for?
Who would you trade your wife for?
I don't have a wife.
Then who would you want to be your wife?
I'm talking about celebrities?
Yeah.
Probably some singer. Just because it'd be kind of fun, I guess.
I've always wanted to have a girl that could sing me to sleep.
Well, I mean, it'd just be
You
fun
want
to
her to
work in
sing
the
you
studio.
lullabies?
Yeah, bro.
I don't know about that. Just be able,
Oh, I
to be
would.
able- cool to be able to do stuff together. You know what I mean?
Or so,
You want an
usually
outgoing girl.
Usually a girl like if she
definitely.
can sing, she is more outgoing. She's not shy.
She's not afraid.
Like if she could sing some Colby Calais song while I'm sleeping, run her fingers through my bald. Can't say through my hair.
you ain't got no hair, bro.
I know.
Like maybe Britney Spears. I'd probably pick her.
I don't know about all that.
Just because she has a little crazy in her
You like that crazy.
sometimes.
Wow.
Keeps life exciting.
They're all a little crazy, but I don't know if I'd go that far. That's pretty drastic.
Yeah, that's pretty high.
Pretty drastic.
Challenge.
Well, that does it. Thanks for tuning in. Boy, oh boy.
On that note,
So what's up?
nothing.
You said you were going to interview
I'm,
me.
I'm on vacation mode.
Oh yeah, lazy ass.
Yeah.
Lucky.
How's it
Lucky.
end?
See, I'm a self-employed entrepreneur, and I have been my whole life. So there's no such thing as a vacation to me. If I get to travel, it's because I'm traveling with an artist. Otherwise, I can't take time outs.
So
I don't get vacation pay.
You have any crazy stories from your repoing?
My repoing.
I know you do.
I got some good
For those of
stories.
you that don't know, he's the Aaron's repo man.
Shout out to Josh. We're talking about errands.
Ooh-ah.
I do got a couple good stories.
Couple good stories. He looked. Did you see? I do. He, right into the camera. I do have a couple good stories. You zoom into that one right there.
I will say one good story is pay your bills. That's it. Plain and simple.
I could tell
And if you can't, call me.
I don't think they call you. I think they run away from you, don't they? Most of the time.
Well, they can't. I'll find them. But yes, there's one good story.
Yeah, I used to have a car that. Sorry to interrupt. I used to have a car that got repoed, just because they were fucking me over. Like it wasn't so much that I couldn't pay my bill, but at the time I was a little short on cash. But they were being a dickhead, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't really need your car. I'll just go buy another one. So I went and bought another one, like in cash. I'm like, your car sucks anyway. Who gives a shit? And so I was like, so I knew that I wasn't going to pay him anymore, so I just kept hiding the car. I moved that for 18 months. I just moved the car around, and they couldn't find it. It was hilarious.
That's a long time.
Yeah. They came to my house and everything. I'm like, I don't know where it is.
Doesn't that like turn into like an inconvenience for you though?
No, I thought it was hilarious.
This guy would find amusement in it.
A year and a half of just moving a car around.
He would. I could see him enjoying something
Dude,
like that.
because he'd come and talk to me, and I'd fuck with him because it was hilarious. He'd get pissed. I would
So
just laugh at him.
Like always, I've got Facebook open right now, guys, and I'm not gonna say any names, but no names at all. But I always ask for topics. What should we be talking about? Somebody just said, what does Lydia look for in a guy, and is she single? What's she into? I can't post this on Facebook. Look at your computer, penis wrinkle, because obviously he typed this while we were having a conversation. It says, finna blow you up on the set. Just playing. I know better.
I know who this is.
But damn, ask her. Is Shawn trying to get at her? Because Shawn trying to get at every girl. Just playing. He's a whore, though. And that's true, dude. It seems like every time I might have my eye on somebody, Shawn's already talking to her. I'm like, I'm going to be single.
bad.
As long as I'm friends with Shawn Rainey, I'm going to be single because he wants to holler at everything that walks.
Now
That's
is
not
it,
true.
now is
That's
it
not
after
true.
you know he's talking to her?
No, I don't ask him who, like,
No, we don't be like, okay, who's your target this week, though?
no.
No, like you meet her through him.
I only have
No,
one.
not
There's
really.
only one female that I'm genuinely interested in.
No, I mean, I'm at the point, I'm not married, so of course I'm going to date people. Shit, you know, and if they don't work, they don't work. Move on. I'm not going to cry about it for 6 years and try to, like, stay single and, like, think I can't date anyone for at least 3 weeks because I just ended this. Well, fuck that. I mean, the only time situations like that happen is really long-term relationships. So, you know, it's just move on. You know, it doesn't mean that I'm abnormal.
He's cock blocking.
What do you look for in a girl, Shawn? Tits and vagina.
No.
Durga.
Well, yeah.
I've seen some of the girls he talks to. If he says not really to tits and vagina, he's lying.
Well,
your dream-
that's one prerequisite. Yes.
Who's your dream wife?
My dream wife. Like if I could pick one woman that
Yeah, you asked me and him.
I would honestly say Alyssa Milano. I had a crush on her for so many years. I've made more drain babies and knuckle children in Alyssa Milano's name than any other woman in history. And she's a huge Dodger fan. Shouts out to the Dodgers. I've been a Dodger fan my whole life, and that's just hot.
It's so funny that you're a Seattle fan and a Dodger fan.
Well, it's
And I'm a
because-
San Francisco fan and a San Francisco fan. Complete rivals in both sports. But yeah, we still can coexist, people. We aren't at each other's throats. Over it.
No.
On TV now.
Well, we're realistic.
Yeah.
We're realistic. You know that Seattle's an elite team.
They are.
Over the 49ers.
You love the 49ers?
No, over the 49ers.
Well, right at this current point in juncture, yes, they are. I think it's going to go back and forth for years.
At least 5 years.
They're going to be rivals for a long time. But I was born in Southern California. The very first voice I ever really remember hearing, you know how you think back to your childhood and certain memories or something will come up that trigger memories of your childhood. Anytime I hear Vin Scully's voice, I think of sitting in a hot car in Southern California, riding in it with my grandfather driving and the smell of Old Spice, because that's what my grandfather drove. And I love that memory. I love the way that it makes me feel when I hear Vin Scully's voice. I remember, like, Vin Scully's voice to me is the very first thing that I can remember hearing, period. And the way that Steve Garvey or Steve Sachs just rolls off of his tongue. It's just there's something about baseball. I'm all American, I guess, but moving up here when I was young, I had to get into the Mariners. I'm definitely a local kind of guy. I support local as much as I can. I support local music when I have a reason to. It doesn't, even if it's not necessarily good, but it's genuine, I'll support it all day. Now, if somebody thinks that they're better than somebody else, I'm going to throw it in the garbage can. But I've got an American League team and a National League team. So that's why. If I'm rooting American League, it's always going to be Mariners. And I hate the Yankees. The Mariners and the Yankees have this
I don't really have an
little bit of a
American team.
rivalry.
As a kid, I used to.
It's not a rivalry. It's more of like a
hatred.
Hatred, and it's like the Mariners are the Yankees farming team.
Or the other way around. I mean, they Mariners do send more to the Yankees than vice versa, but it seems like the Yankees consistently have been the reason why the Mariners aren't putting up very good numbers.
Yeah.
But I hate the Yankees, and that comes from being a Dodger fan. Historically, the Yankees and the Bums were rivals forever. So
Yeah.
I can't stand the Yankees.
I don't think
So
a lot
go
of people
Mariners.
can.
Yeah.
A lot of people hate the Yankees.
And being in the Northwest, I got to support Northwest teams.
I used to be an A's fan when I was a kid, but that was only because I grew up in the Bay Area, so it was kind of like A's and Giants at the same time.
See, for a long time, probably until the Ken Griffey Jr. years, A's were my American League.
I mean, and Mark McGuire and shit.
Canseco and McGuire, yeah.
Bass Brothers. That was cool.
Yeah.
I remember going to a lot of A's games.
Raleigh fingers because of the mustache.
I was actually in Little League. I was on twice. I was on teams called the A's and wore same uniforms.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
went to A's games wearing our A's uniforms. The whole team. It was kind of cool,
Okay.
So
Now, since we're talking about baseball, who do you think? Name some of your favorite baseball players, and I'm leading into something with this. So,
Barry Bonds,
okay,
Mark McGuire, and
Sammy Sosa,
and Ken Griffey Jr.
all right.
I know where you're going.
At least one of them's clean.
Possibly.
No, I don't think you do. Sean, who are some of your favorite baseball players?
All the baseball players that took steroids. How's that?
All right. I'm not going anywhere near a steroid topic. So we were Ruff Ruff and I were talking outside about the whole Dennis or Sterling thing, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Now, he never really contributed to the sport of basketball.
No.
So it's real easy for them to slam the door in his face. What if Magic Johnson said, I wish more black people than white people were in the stadiums at these basketball games?
If he said it like that, I think he would actually. If he said that just like that, I think everyone would be applauding him.
Right.
To be honest,
I agree. What if Michael Jordan, since Michael Jordan owns a basketball team now, what if he said, I wish white people didn't go to these basketball games?
he would. If you said it like that, definitely would have. I don't know if
Big
it would,
impact.
It would. I think.
Do you think it would be as big though?
I don't
No.
think as big, no, but
Right.
I think
As
it would
big,
have.
but big.
But it would be a news story, and it would be talked about for a little while. But I think it would get blown over.
You think
just
he'd get a $2.5 million fine and the country had rallied to make him sell his team?
definitely the country wouldn't fucking rally for that shit.
Right.
He might get a fine.
Do you think-
Maybe I don't think it'd be 2.5 million.
Do you think the impact wouldn't be as big because of his contribution to the sport?
More than likely. I mean, he's a huge name. I mean,
One of my
Michael
absolute
Jordan.
favorite baseball players is Nolan Ryan,
Yeah.
who is now executive of the Texas Rangers.
Okay. I didn't
What if Nolan Ryan said, I wish Mexican people would stick to being in the fields and
I would laugh my ass off.
working on my ranch than going to the baseball games? I
I would die laughing if he said that.
Do you think he would be fined and have his team taken away from him?
In baseball, I don't think so. I think it would get. I think baseball is a lot more lenient in a lot of fucking areas than other sports.
Now, what about the fact that, well, this is all hypothetical, obviously, but the fact that he actually contributed to the sport.
Well, that definitely plays a factor.
I mean, he was a huge contribution to the sport.
Yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah. And, you know, it seems like certain races, because of historical reasons, obviously, it's way more banned to talk about than other races. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's socially acceptable to make Asian driving jokes and Mexican crop picking jokes,
the Asian
but you can't make
true, so.
if anybody makes any kind of yeah.
So I have many examples.
I can't agree with that. This is just
not
stating
every single one on average.
I don't necessarily subscribe to these points of view,
No, just read the
all.
warning at the bottom.
but
Bottom left.
do you think the fact that it was a statement against a black person that made it such a relevant impact?
With Sterling's case?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
If
what
somebody said
Sterling
it
looks
about Mexicans or Asians or Russians,
what does Sterling look like? Because I think that
he's an
also-
old white guy,
Yeah, it just looks like the stereotypical like old white dude, almost
old
like
wrinkly white guy.
Looks like
He almost looks a little kind of, I don't know, Italian maybe.
Maybe.
Does he look anything like he could have owned some slaves back in the day?
No.
If he was.
He looks
Back
like a
then, I don't
rich
think so.
Hollywood mogul. He looked like he might have had a porn company at one point and
Oh, okay.
Big glasses.
invested, took all of his money that he made on porn and dumped it into a basketball team. I don't know how he got wealthy. But he definitely does not, he doesn't look like Colonel Sanders.
I never heard of him until like 3 days ago.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, obviously the fact that he's an old white dude and making statements like that and doesn't really, even though he has a lot of money, he owns the Clippers, he isn't known. So for those reasons, I think he gets a lot more flack than somebody else who's more known.
So he's kind of treated unfairly just because he
Of course.
had a lot of money and decided to invest it in something
Just like we said
and stated
before.
his opinion so somebody could record it.
Set up.
I don't necessarily subscribe to any points of view that I just spoke of. For the record,
Just watch the credits. There's
TMZ, leave me alone.
a warning at
This
the
is just food for thought. That's all. Fuck off, TMZ.
You can report on me all you want.
Fuck you, TMZ.
Durga.
There you go with some racial remarks, man. That was racially motivated.
No, not at all.
Can you explain to me what Durka means then?
No.
Just a racial slang slur. Okay, good. Next on the agenda,
What's next, Biggz?
Middle East and
No.
what does Ruff Ruff think about it?
No.
Should we go into
You never told any stories about your there's not a single like actual like thing, somebody coming out with a gun or swinging bats at you.
Did you ever go to pick up any furniture and have like a MILF like try to get at you?
No.
Because I've had some
Where?
crazy stories delivering pizza. I know you have to have some crazy stories.
9 times out of 10, they just don't answer their door. And they just
So
think-
you only you don't do deliveries?
No. And,
Okay.
and they just think that I'm going to go away, but I can sit at their house legally for as long as I want, as long as there's a sheriff on the way. So I've done civil standbys,
Yeah.
but it's just in certain cases. And then the customer, typically, they don't answer the door, but they're calling my work, talking to my general manager while the cop is outside. And then at that point, it's like, why wouldn't you just step outside and talk?
Well, because they're crazy. Because
Typically.
they didn't hide their couch from you.
Yeah.
Because that's what I would do. What couch?
What couch?
Look, you could look all over the place with the couch.
Just put a cover over it.
Who knows? Who knows? I'd come up with something.
You're crazy. There's no couch.
Screw it to the ceiling. Sure, go ahead, take it.
It's gonna fall on you.
Man, that's almost disappointing.
I know, dude.
I would hope that you'd show up and some
No, I've had a couple.
middle-aged woman to be in her bathrobe, and you know there's nothing on underneath it, and she's trying to persuade you into
I've
leaving
heard
your
of those
furniture
stories
there.
from my delivery drivers. I have.
You're just not cute enough.
I guess
She
not.
she looks through the peephole before she's like, oh,
They just don't want to answer the door.
I'm just gonna put my regular clothes. I'm not gonna answer the door. If you were hot, I bet she would have.
Probably.
Dude,
Can you give me 2 more weeks? I'll make it worth your while.
Probably.
It's crazy. You haven't run into anything like that. Because I used to run into shit.
I didn't even get to
break.
break this couch in yet. Want to help?
Yeah. Gotta pay it off by fucking you. Something like that.
Right.
I've had delivering pizza. I've had those kind of offers. Mm-hmm. I've showed up to people's houses, like, and they'd be like, I'd knock on the door, with their pizza, and they'd be, come on in. I'm like, okay, so I open the door, and
You
they're
feel nervous walking in there, and you're
kind of, but I mean, I'm not worried that I'm gonna get shot or anything. I'm just delivering pizza, but
yeah, you're the nice guy in the transaction.
yeah.
Have you ever?
But when there's a naked
Never
dude
mind. I'm
there,
not gonna ask that.
there's a naked dude there beating off to some 80-inch TV, some gay porn going. He's like, "Oh, bring the pizza in here!" Like, just not even like he knows the pizza's on
He
the
doesn't
way.
even care.
Just doesn't even give a fuck. And it's like, you're like, really? Like,
You couldn't wait until after the pizza was delivered?
exactly. I'm like, could you put the money in a bag for me? Because I do not want to touch this shit. I come back, I hand it to whoever it's supposed to go to.
You just give him the bag.
Yeah, like, here's the bag.
Don't ask questions.
He's like, fuck.
I'm
And
scarred.
They know because shit like that happens all the time delivering pizza. Like stuff just like that. Probably
That's pathetic.
at least once a week delivering pizza. Shit like that happens. Like naked girls. I mean, just fucking nuts. Like people watch these pornos of like pizza delivery guys showing up with a pizza around their dick or something. They think that's reality. Like we're gonna show up like, like no.
Have you ever got down with somebody that you delivered a pizza to?
No, didn't do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Did they ask you?
Maybe
I'm
got
not
down.
asked, yes,
maybe got down
definitely.
after you're like,
No,
oh,
no.
I got to get back to work, but give me your number.
No, I didn't deliver to the Value Motel, so stayed away from that one.
He said, I know that address. I ain't going there.
Exactly, dude. Hazel,
Not it.
yeah. Delivery drivers would be like, "Fuck!" every time that shit pops up. Fucking wet money and
Next.
Right.
hookers, dude, for real. It's crazy.
Wow.
Hey, everybody's hungry.
Yeah, that's a true story. Especially after fucking.
Rough, rough, rough.
What's that?
That's your rap name.
It is.
I'm looking to see if there's any other trending topics we're talking about, and I don't see anything.
I'm going to hit my phone to make sure it turns on.
Oh, Larry Johnson wants to create. He's calling for an all-black basketball league. How do you feel about that?
No comment.
Oh, you're afraid of persecution?
No. I'm
You're
not
afraid
racist.
somebody's gonna take your house away?
I'm not racist at all.
He's afraid the repo man's gonna come get his house.
You made a racially motivated statement. We're gonna take away your bike. You just don't want to comment?
No.
You don't want to share your opinion?
No.
Because you're not entitled to. You're afraid to exercise your First Amendment.
I'm not.
If you're an athlete and you're good at it, do what you're good at. But if you want an all-black team,
Isn't that kind of hypocritical, though?
that's
It's almost NBA anyway. Jesus Christ.
It's like that right there is like
No,
throwing it
not
in somebody's
anymore.
face.
I mean, yes and no.
I mean, I'm
but
not saying that it's 50-50.
how are you going to get mad at somebody stating an opinion that about something, but then turn around and say, "Well, we're going to have an all-black team because you said you don't want black people in your game."
That's
a hypocritical statement.
Yeah, it is.
that's going above.
Just the thought is bigotry.
I mean, he's entitled to his thought. If he really wants them, then fucking form one.
Well, somebody should
See
take
if
away
how
his
many people-
shoes.
Take away his phone that he used to type that.
Let's
Yeah, take away his Twitter.
see how many. Go ahead and start that shit. And let's see how many people go to your games.
Oh, there'll be plenty.
If it's an all black, it's titled "All Black League, No Whites
Oh,
Allowed."
I almost said something super stereotypical, but I am not a comedian. If I was Carlos Mencia, I'd get away with saying all kinds of stuff right now. But because I'm stereotypically white and bald-headed I can't even say what's on my mind. I can't exercise my First Amendment right.
You can do whatever you want.
Nah.
It's your show.
Not worth it.
It's not worth it because somebody's going to get pissed off.
Fuck them. That's what I say.
So the next thing on our topic, so we don't piss anybody off, is what is your favorite scent?
Scent of what?
Just what's your favorite smell?
Who the hell sent that question in?
Nobody. I'm just trying to think of stuff that isn't going to cross a line. What's your favorite color?
What's your favorite scent?
Oh, he turned
Vanilla.
Down, he turned down orange. He doesn't like orange people.
I freaking love the smell of vanilla.
Vanilla. Okay. What's your favorite color?
Dodger blue.
Did it have to be Dodger?
Yeah.
Blue?
Rep my city.
Why does it got to be Dodger blue?
Because
It can't be like Ford
Blue?
Mustang blue or blue.
no.
Facebook blue.
I love the Dodgers. Deal with it.
Facebook blue and Dodger blue is the same color.
Nobody is going to hate me for loving Dodger blue. Except the Yankee.
Somebody might.
Or
yeah.
are the Giants fans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A's
Well,
fans.
let the Giants fans hate. They'll go to the Dodger game and get stabbed.
What about
I'm not worried about it.
what about like Rangers?
Great.
blue?
I'm going to be in trouble for that. That concludes the show so we don't get any lawsuits. No, not Ranger blue. I love Nolan Ryan, but no, Dodger blue.
Okay.
Can you think of anything right now that we can talk about that wouldn't offend anybody?
It doesn't exist.
Something offends everybody. I mean, you can say anything, and it'll offend somebody
It's a true story.
nowadays.
So what do you think about the Jews
I got a joke.
owning all the
Okay,
diamonds?
I'm going to tell the joke. Jews don't own all the diamonds.
Pretty much.
No, they don't. They definitely don't. You want to hear a joke?
Yeah.
2 Irishmen walk out of a bar.
Yes.
Get it? The Irishmen never come out of the bar when they go in.
Same with
Get-
Germans.
Get it?
No.
2 Irishmen walk out of a bar. That's the joke. Because if an Irishman
Did they
goes into a bar, they don't come out.
Did they forget their wallet or something?
No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
I'm having a hard time. I'm trying to be PC now, and what's your favorite flavor of Rockstar?
Regular.
Don't worry. Lydia's next.
Oh boy.
She won't
I
be
like
PC at
apple
all.
and blue raspberry. My birthday's coming
It's
up.
sour apple.
I know.
Sour raspberry.
What, does sour offend you?
No.
All right.
It does. Offends me.
Shut up.
When's your birthday?
I need a coffee.
May 15th.
Hey, if
But
any-
we're having a party on the 15th.
And you're having a party or something, right?
Well, we're doing a party on the 15th.
Let
'cause
everybody
that's-
know I wasn't invited.
Yeah, you were.
all of Facebook is invited.
Right?
It's invite only.
It's a CJ.
But everybody's invited.
No, it's a CJ type of invite. But mine, no, it's not an invite only. It's open to the public. It's very open.
Lydia, give me coffee.
So my birthday falls on a Thursday, so we're gonna do a shindig at Q actually on my birthday, and then I'm gonna take the 16th off just to hang out with. I don't know who I'm gonna hang. All of my friends.
He does get a vacation.
All on the 16th, I get one day. All of my friends work in nightclubs, so I'm not going to be able. I thought about having a bonfire because my family's
do that.
got property out in Hawkinson. We could just go out there and have a big bonfire, but I
And there would
can't.
be nobody working.
I can't get all of my friends to come out there.
Yeah, all the clubs would be shut down.
Everybody in my crew is DJing or doing security, or
Something.
I can't do anything on a
You're gonna have
Friday
to do
night.
it, like, during the day.
So,
You have to contact all the clubs. All right, we need a day. Everyone needs to shut the fuck
well,
down.
I think
Everybody shut down on Friday.
I'm gonna check with my fam and see if we can do a camp out for Memorial Day weekend on the Sunday.
Yeah, there you go.
So we'll make it like an all day thing Sunday, and then whoever wants to camp can camp, and we'll go break into the sausage shack and steal all of the wieners so we can have
All the
something.
bacon.
So we can have something to eat. How do you cook bacon over a bonfire?
Bring
Like a
pan.
weenie,
How
you
do
can
you
just put on a
pan?
stick.
How
And
do you cook bacon in a stove?
oh yeah, duh. I don't like the outdoor thing, man. I don't like doing it. I don't like going camping.
What's your biggest fear?
Are we really? Should I? Would
Spit it out.
see? Just thinking about it,
Spit it out.
I get tongue
It's not a
tied.
dick.
Water.
Why water?
Water.
You know you're mostly made of water, right?
No, I know that. I'm well aware. And my biggest fear,
Surrounded by 70% water, and you're scared of water?
I could say
You
that
live
it
in the
used to be
Northwest
it
where
used to
it
be
rains?
kind of claustrophobic. I didn't like being enclosed in a car or like a rides at the fair because I'm
Yeah,
very
I
very
don't
large
like
and those
rides at the fair.
the metal bars won't hold me in like they hold in the average person. But now it's water because of what happened to my sister. So when I'm around large bodies of water, around rivers, I kind of get a panic attack.
Definitely.
I've been on a boat one time over the last 11 years, and it's because I was paid a lot of money to be on that boat to DJ a wedding. So my fear is kind of justified.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get over it. I've actually stepped out into the ocean
It's
like
not
2 years ago.
It's not like so much you just can't deal with it at all. Like it's a
There-
fear,
there's-
but you
there's
can
a
get
reason
over
for
it.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You can deal with
yeah,
it
like
when you
being
need
on the
to.
beach. The closer I get to the water, I've had panic attacks being around water, but I haven't been swimming over the last 11 years. I have a giant bathtub, and when I take a bubble bath.
It's all bubbles and no water.
No, I do it. I do put water in it, but I have to have a whole lot of candles, and it has to be a completely meditative atmosphere.
So, like, what about like a swimming pool where it's enclosed and you know there's nothing?
I used to love swimming. Like I would go to Battleground Lake and swim all the way across the lake and swim all the way back. I loved swimming. That was the only exercise that I ever liked doing. But I haven't been able to do it over the last 11 and a half years.
Definitely.
So for those that don't know, my sister was killed in a drunk driving incident. A guy drove his truck off of the road into the river, and he climbed out and he left her there, and she drowned. So ever since that happened, I come near water and I picture in my head what it looked like when my sister was trying to breathe. So that's why. Don't drive under the influence.
Bad idea.
Call me up if you need a driver.
Biggz
I got
taxi
you.
service.
I got you.
Or come to Helium.
Yeah, go to Helium. Don't drive there. Walk there.
Or just call a cab.
Call the cab.
Don't be
Yeah.
stupid.
What is your biggest fear?
I got probably 3 good ones.
Yeah?
Something similar to yours.
Slugs?
No.
Birds?
Pills.
Pills? Like swallowing them?
Pills. My mother died from pills.
Oh, like overdose pills.
A chemical reaction to 2
Okay.
pills.
Okay.
Not overdose. It was just a chemical reaction. 2 pills you can't mix together.
Wow.
Made her die.
I didn't know that.
Another one is
Man, we're getting on some heart-to-heart subjects here.
airplanes over long bodies of water.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's another one. Snakes.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh. Snakes don't bother me.
I will never touch a snake.
I know he doesn't.
Couldn't do
He
it.
doesn't like stuff like that. He doesn't like
Couldn't do it.
spiders.
I don't like spiders, but I can deal with it. When I was a kid, I had a hard time, and then snakes never bothered me. I used to catch them. I caught a cobra as a kid.
Even gardener snakes.
Not even realizing
You know,
it was a cobra.
If I was in a 777 and it was going down, I would much rather it go down over water. I think you have a much better chance of like the plane coming down on water and coming out of it alive than going down on land.
I don't mind planes. That's the thing, though. I don't mind planes when I can see land.
Wow.
But when it's water, like when I flew to Hawaii, I couldn't sit at the window.
Yeah?
Every other time.
I could.
Every other time, I have to sit at the window.
I trust planes, so I know planes.
I
planes are
trust
safer
planes.
than cars.
I definitely trust planes, but that's just a fear going over large bodies of water.
Have you ever flown into Anchorage?
No.
That's a beautiful flight.
My furthest flight was Hawaii.
Okay.
And then
I haven't been there yet. My dad was born there. I should go there.
My next one was Michigan.
Hopefully, if everything works out, I'll be there in November. I'm supposed to DJ over there. That's on my bucket list. If you're watching it in Hawaii, book me. I'm down.
Did you hear about the kid that ran away
What? Oh, yeah, in the wheel well?
in the wheel well?
Did you hear about that?
No.
And
A kid-
a kid ran away from his house, jumped over the fence, got on a plane,
In the wheel well.
Oh yeah. I heard
and then
about that,
snuck
yeah.
up into the wheel well. And then the only reason that they found him was because he was in the air and he passed out in the wheel well. And then when they landed and they dropped the wheel well, they dropped the wheels, he fell out onto the airstrip.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did he die?
No.
No.
Fucking badass.
Yeah.
He survived all the way up there with no oxygen, none of that.
Well, it's because
There's some
because he
oxygen,
passed out and his breathing pace was a lot lower than normal.
Yeah.
But it was also because he went to Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't cold. Like if he flew anywhere where there was any cold air at higher elevations, he would have froze.
Unless
And,
you're fat.
yeah, and they don't gotta go as high when they go to Hawaii.
That is such a myth.
I know.
Fat people have more skin exposed to the elements. I get cold. Ask anybody. I get cold way faster than anybody else.
Well, not me. I fucking get hot too easy. I'd rather be.
I have hot
I'd rather.
flashes, bro.
I'd rather
Not
be
me.
like in 30 below than freaking 100.
Heck no.
Just saying. I lived in Canada. And it snowed 6 months.
I went low of
I had
60,
no problems.
low of 65 and high of 80 every single day.
Well, that'd be nice.
I would
That'd
love
be
life.
Ideal, yes. I agree.
Maybe I should move back to California,
That sounds about right.
where I can be a Dodger fan and not get ridiculed for it. Assholes.
We keep going on that topic.
Dodgers?
No,
Dodger
the
blue.
main topic.
Getting ridiculed.
What is our main topic?
Well,
Sterling
it,
thing?
It seems like the Sterling thing.
Ah, fuck that guy. He's a dipshit. Dipshit. Did we give a shout out to Sausage Shack?
Of course you did.
Did we give a shout out to Sea Hag?
Yes, you did.
Did we give a shout out to Helium?
Yes, you did. And now you just did it 3
How
more
about
times.
Q?
Twice.
No.
Are you gonna come to my birthday parties? I get
Oh.
to say birthday parties plural.
Yeah.
15th and the 17th. I'm gonna drink on one of them. I just haven't figured out which one yet.
Do
Whichever
the-
one I have a designated driver
Do
for.
the 17th.
Oh,
On the Saturday, so the whole world can see me drunk.
Exactly.
It's gonna be packed in there.
I'll drive.
You know, we're doing an old school theme. Like I want everybody to dress like a old school b-boy, like Run DMC, LL Cool J, TLC type, 80s and 90s hip hop theme.
Okay.
Your brother's gonna be down for that.
I'll get my Adidas jumpsuit out.
See, Shelter. People are like, well, what are you supposed to wear? Adidas jumpsuit. Yeah. How often do you get to wear a jumpsuit to the bar? You're not supposed to. This is an excuse,
You'll get kicked out immediately.
right? They won't even let you in the door.
No. Dress code strictly enforced till midnight typically,
Yeah,
for some reason.
right.
fuck dress code.
So I
You
think
you always have to wear polos nowadays.
button ups. I can wear whatever I want usually, but
So can I.
I'm a little. I got to pass.
I've been getting a lot more passes lately too. Because of you.
Yeah, exactly.
I know Biggz. All right, asshole. You can come in your boxers.
So does
and
everybody.
flip-flops. Come on in your boxers and flip flops. Well-
So Casey Green just got a boyfriend. I know you're dying to know that.
Who was that?
The girl that Shawn Rainey was supposed to get married to in December. I really wanted to get married on 12, 13, 14 at 10, 11 p.m. Makes sense. It's an easy date to remember.
It
So
is.
she decided that she was going to marry him on that same day. What happened to that?
I broke it off.
Why?
Just it didn't work out.
Not your dream girl, huh?
It just didn't work out. You're just going to leave it at that?
I don't need to put it. I mean, I really don't have a problem with her at all. It wasn't a mesh. That's all.
Well, congratulations for having a
Personality
boyfriend.
wise,
He is single.
I really
again.
refrain from first and last names on this show.
I don't.
We know. If anybody gets us in a lawsuit, it's going to be you.
Mm-hmm.
We are under my roof, so we're entitled to our opinions.
Not necessarily.
Shut up. Shut up.
We all know how that worked out this week.
That's one of my biggest fears.
We still have two things that we have to do before we close the show out.
What?
We have to do modern music for literature, and we have to do an Urban Dictionary word.
Let's do the Urban Dictionary first.
Which word should we do? What is a popular word that everybody's saying right now?
YOLO.
Fuck YOLO. That's stupid.
Ratchet?
No.
No, we can't do ratchet. We can't do ratchet. We're saving that for the next show.
The word being used.
Yeah, what's some words that y'all people?
People say thought a lot. T-H-O-T. Thought.
What is THOT?
Tot?
You call it
Thought.
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 Look
Thought.
at it.
That's TH.
AUGHT.
Yeah.
No, I know, but that's just the new shit that these fucking ghetto people do.
A thought, THOT. A thought is a hoe. Plural, thoughties. The description,
Never heard of it.
I haven't either. I'm too old. The description, they always give an example on UrbanDictionary.com. Marquand says, yo, that my main girl. Deshaun says, she's your main girl, but she my main thought. She's your main girl, but she's my main
That's
hoe.
thought as in THOT.
THOT.
It's also an
Acronym for what though? It doesn't. It
Didn't
doesn't
even know you
explain it
knew
on
that
here.
word acronym.
That's a big word.
I know. Where'd you learn that word?
That hoe over there. Who is that? Oh shit. Just a thought. Oh, here we
It's a
go.
new one.
Holy shit.
There's a whole
Thought.
story on it.
Noun. An individual with a number of concurrent sex partners that is well above the established cultural norm. These individuals have coitus for the purpose of sexual pleasure, approval, or to fulfill an emotional void. These individuals may or may not have sexually transmitted infections. However, this term still applies to whores with safe sex practices. These acts are not for the exchange for illicit narcotics or monetary economic gain as observed in prostitutes, crackheads, junkies, or gold diggers. It is important to note that one's sexual indiscretions must be well known within the community in order for one's thought status to be identifiable. The term itself is of urban origins, translates to the acronym "that hoe over there." Unfortunately, due to the gender inequality, this term has been largely attributed to females. However, males can also exhibit thought-like behavior and should be identified as such.
That's a new dirty word.
Anybody that's using this word should slap themselves.
I agree.
None of us knew what it was though, and they've probably been saying it for 5 years.
So we don't have to slap ourselves.
I know.
I'm not a thought. Are you a thought? No. Yeah, you're a
No,
thought.
I'm not.
You're a
You
thought.
are a man whore.
No.
Somebody that barely even knows you said, yeah, Sean's a whoa.
Who said?
Sean's a
Sean.
thought.
I can't say who said it. It was
Said Sean's a
anonymous.
thought.
Remember they said to Sean, oh yeah, he must be interested in her because he's interested in every female.
That doesn't mean I'm a thought.
You're a hoe. You go after
No.
everything.
No, I talk to people.
He mingles.
I mingle.
He's
There's a
had more
big fucking drink.
sexual encounters than you and I combined.
He networks.
Nutworks.
I've also I'm 35. So what?
And
I'm just saying.
I'm older than you are, and I still can't touch your numbers.
That's 'cause
Thankfully.
you choose not to.
Because I'm not a thought.
I could probably say I was a thought when I was 22. Not anymore. Shit.
That hoe over there.
That thought.
That
That
hoe,
thought over there.
That hoe over there. All right.
That's a good one.
Modern music is literature.
I'm fucking clean. That's all that fucking matters. So.
Are you ready?
And I only have one kid.
No.
Are you ready?
No. Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? You've seen the modern music as literature in previous episodes, right?
I've seen one.
Okay. You ready for this, Sean?
Huh.
Today's modern music as literature is going to be Who Do You Love by YG featuring Drake. You guys ready? You guys ready for this?
I'm always ready.
I'm that nigga with the plugs. I'm the nigga with the homies that be selling drugs. I'm the nigga on the backseat
Street.
with the fire heat. Niggas better run like athletes. I'm that nigga. I'm that nigga. My Bank of America account got 6 figures. I'm that nigga on the block. Police pull up. I'm trying to stash the Glock. You that nigga on the low. You're the nigga. You're the one that be talking to the popos. Porsche sitting on forgies. Niggas can't afford these. The I can never get through one of these without laughing. The Panamera, the Panamera shitting on the 911. I call my homies 911. I'm the nigga with the juice. But I'll never do my nigga like Pac did. What rhymed?
What did Pac do?
According to lyrics.com, this is exactly what the lyrics are.
I want to kill myself.
Should I do YG's hook now? Bitch, who do you love? Bitch, who do you love?
Everyone.
Bitch,
You thought?
who do you love? Bitch, who do you love?
It's $1 million song right there.
Doesn't that just
It was until we put it on this show and showed people what it really says. Verse 2 is Drake.
great?
Good combo.
I don't even know how to read this so it rhymes, so I'm just going to read it. I got a shorty named Texas, and she got a buddy named OJB, and now you know the deal. We turned up in the studio late night. That's why the songs that you hear are coming real tight. OVO crew, nigga, thought I told you. If you a player in the game, this should hold you. And man, shout my nigga game, he just rolled through.
Can somebody please clone Pac, please? Fuck.
Eating crab out in the Malibu with no boo. Is he saying the game ain't got no broads?
Yeah.
Why is Game driving a Malibu, eating crab in it? Okay, just checking. A lot of fools putting salt in the game until these women get the notion that they're running the game. He just rhymed game with game.
Cat rhymes with cat.
They got money that they jumping on the pole to make. Did the model took a flight to the Golden State. I'm the general, just making sure my soldiers straight. Had to leave, my nigga. Homie got an open case. But I'm big on the West, like I'm big in the South. So we gon' pay some people off. We gon' figure it out. And my name too big, and my gang too big. Young Money shit, me and Lil Wayne too big. I'ma crush that ass, even if it ain't too big. I would pinky swear, but my pinky ring, can you guess what the next is?
Too big.
Too big.
Fuck my life.
The end.
Thank God. Can somebody please bring Tupac back from the dead? For the God.
Or Biggie.
Either one. I'm not even a Biggie fan, but Jesus Christ.
You know, Mustard, DJ Mustard's a dope producer. Like, I can't deny that. Can somebody give, like, Black Thought a Mustard beat? Or Evidence from Dilated Peoples a Mustard beat? Or Eminem a Mustard beat? Because everybody's like, oh, I just listened to it for the beat. Bullshit. Do you realize that you're listening to guys that are... You're glorifying music that is making women out to be bitches and sluts and hoes. Kudos, ladies. Kudos.
Good job.
Kudos.
I couldn't agree more. That's well, it hasn't
And there's
just
no
been
story
recent
in
either.
that.
It hasn't been just recent. It's just been going on for a long time.
You know, it
but
definitely
it's-
has more story than I'm different. We could pick this song apart all day, but it's got more story than I'm different. I promise
Yeah.
that.
I pull up to the block with my bumper missing. Whatever.
Ceiling missing.
I know. He should have his bumper missing.
Pull up
too.
to the scene with my ceiling missing. Look back at it. Look back at it.
Would you fucking drop it off the back?
Shouts out to Sausage Shack, Helium Hookah Lounge, Sea Hag Bar and Grill out in Ilwaco, Washington, Q
Oh.
Nightclub.
You got something?
No, I don't. I just said boom.
I need a break. And
Never gonna listen to garbage.
thanks for being
You got a
here,
vacation
Rough
coming up.
Ruff. Yeah, man, have a good vacation.
I definitely will.
You're gonna have a blast.
Stab somebody for me, would you?
There's
I wear
no-
a size 13
there's
shoe,
nobody out there.
and I like high
Everybody's in the
chew.
desert.
Okay.
There was no high
Stop
chew
an
tonight.
armadillo.
No, I know there was no high chew. I failed on the high chew tip tonight. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. Next time.
Next time.
You cactus.
FunkShopTV, we love you. We're out.